All right, hey, this is Evan from Octane and Electrons. We're going to look at the Nexas NexDiag ND603. This is a Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury Diagnostic OBD2 scanner. So you can see it does all the basic OBD2 functions for 96 and newer, and live data streaming and vehicle info. So that's great. That's all the basic stuff any scanner will do. But this is a Ford, Lincoln, Mercury specific scanner, and it should do the advanced features for them. So oil light, DPF, battery check, electronic parking brake, and steering angle sensor. We're going to test it on my 2007 F150, which doesn't have all those advanced functions, but should do some of them, so we'll see. Plug it in and check out all the features. Here's stuff it covers. Yeah, so looks good. Let's open it up and see what we got here. Okay. All right, comes in a nice case. I always like when they do this for scanners because you got a cable and stuff with it, and it's just nice to have it all together and not have to be loose in a drawer somewhere where you lose the cables and all. Alright, 1 second here. Okay. Let's open it up and see. Alright, we've got a nice bag. Here's our scanner. Warning. Operate the vehicle in a well-ventilated work area. Keep it off corrodant and water. Okay? So don't get it wet. Here's our tool. It's got a nice big screen, serial port for the OBD cable, good rubber surrounding to protect it, USB port for updating. I'm sure they have a software program to update. Got good positive engagement on the buttons, but you can hear the sticker over the buttons is like a little loose and pops a little bit. I'm sure it doesn't affect functionality, but you can hear the glue behind it kind of popping. Looks like a good screen, large size, and shows it as a color screen, so we'll see that in a minute when we plug it in. And then let's see what else. Okay, nice long serial to OBD cable. I don't know, that looks like probably 4 feet long or so. That's good. We've got our user manual and USB cord for updating, I'm sure. Okay. Typically, you don't need to update these if they're not super old, and this is a new model, so I'm not too worried about it. So we're gonna go plug it in and see. And I have a lot of different scanners, so I'm not too worried about going over the manual because they're pretty intuitive to use, so I'm not gonna worry about that for the moment. So we'll take the cable and the scanner, we'll go plug it into the truck and see. All right, we're in the truck. Let's get this plugged in. There's my cable. There's the OBD2 port. And line this up here. All right, plugged in. Okay, let me get the right angle here so we can read it in the sun. So I like the cable. First of all, this is great. Really thick cable, good insulation, and it is at least 4 feet long, so that's really nice. And it's got screw terminals for the serial port here, so it can't come loose. So I like that a lot. Okay, so plugged in right away. We've got our display on. Go ahead and turn the key on. My gauges come up. All right. So let's check it out and see what we got. Put it here so I can use it. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. I like that. Good engagement of the buttons. So let's start OBD. Should go through and try all the different protocols till it finds the one for this vehicle. There we go. Okay, multifunction indicator status off. No codes. 6 readiness not completed. 1 readiness completed. Live data supported. No up or down settings there. We hit enter. Diagnostic menu. Let's see. Current codes. Yeah, I definitely don't have a check engine light on. I'm surprised. I've been driven a lot with no... I'd be surprised the readiness indicators aren't ready for emissions, but no fault codes. Okay, well, I mean, that's what I expected. I didn't think this had any codes, so there's nothing we can read there. Okay, we don't need to erase because we don't have any. Let's see, readiness. Okay, since codes were cleared. Okay. Comprehensive catalyst, heated catalyst. This truck doesn't have that. Evaporative. Incomplete, I suppose. Interesting. Secondary air, oxygen sensors. Catalyst. Maybe that's because I'm not running it right now. That's interesting. Okay. Let's look at live data. I don't have it running right now, but we'll start it in a second and see what it does for live data. This can be useful to show fuel injection trims and stuff if you need it. Okay. Okay. Well, found the VIN okay. Calibration identifications. Okay, so all the basic OBD2 stuff is fine. Let's see. What can it do for diagnostics on this truck? Now this truck definitely doesn't have all the latest stuff, being an 07, so I don't know what will show up for diagnostics, but we'll see. It doesn't have battery maintenance reminders, battery reset, electric parking brake. It doesn't have many of the functions that this advanced scanner would be used on. Okay, you can send that ID back if you have problems. Interesting. Alright, 4x4 module. On-demand self-test, key on, engine off. Sure, we can run that. Yeah, again, this truck might not be compatible with a lot of this stuff. Driver's seat module. Yeah, I think we can't do a ton with this vehicle security module. This truck might have these modules, but I don't think there's two-way diagnostics that can be done with this old of a vehicle. Okay, that's okay, but it can detect them, so that's good. Those are all things that are included on this truck. So oil reset. Its function is manual reset mode. Yeah, we'll go through it, but I already know this truck doesn't have that kind of oil maintenance reminder. Yeah, 2009. Not much we can do there. If you do have a newer truck, this would be very useful. Well, let's see. It's not a diesel, but we can see what DPF reset does. Yeah. Okay, so we can't do that. Let's see what battery check does. 12.2 volts with key on, not running, good status, okay. BMS, battery management, I assume. Or maintenance, maybe. Yeah, so we have a 5.4 in this. This doesn't have this feature. Don't have electric parking brake, but we can see what it does. Yeah, can't reset that. Steering wheel angle sensor, I think, steering angle. This truck definitely doesn't have that, but it's got the setting and setup. Yeah, we're fine on all those. So yeah, for my truck without all the advanced stuff, this is useful as a code scanner, which I don't have any codes, but go ahead and start it. And we can at least look at the live data. Okay, let it enter the OBD2 system. View all. Okay. Load. Fuel system status. Engine coolant temp. Here's our fuel trims, short term and long term. I think those are fine. I think long term should be under 5% or something, which doesn't surprise me. RPM, vehicle speed, timing advance, intake air temp, flow rates, throttle position. It's interesting, at idle at 15%. Okay, oxygen sensor. Nice. Yeah, does all the live data stuff you'd want to see. So if you're troubleshooting a timing or fuel injection system problem, that would be useful. No freeze frame data. Here's all our readiness monitors for emissions. So yeah, nice. All right, well that's about it on the NexDiag unit for Fords. It works well, has all the features that you need, all the basic OBD features and all the advanced Ford features, which unfortunately I don't have the best vehicle to show you on, but it does all work well and does what it's supposed to. So yeah, I'd say this is a good unit for the price. It gives you all the advanced functions you need to troubleshoot and diagnose a Ford or Lincoln or Mercury. So yeah, I'm impressed with the case. The unit's good. Cable's nice quality. So yeah, I think this is a good diagnostic scanner. Definitely worth checking out. Thanks a lot.